Looks like we're live now. I just want to check the mic. Hey, everybody. Hello. I hope there's a few people watching. I'm so sorry I'm late. I literally just landed from Kentucky. So I landed today at 2 p.m. That was my flight return. So I came back with a lot of goodies, though. So they didn't let me take some of this stuff from the TSA, but I had my friend at Nulu, Chase. I had him ship me the samples that we picked. So very cool. If you're here, please send a message. Just say hello so that I know you're here. I'll turn on the comments on the stage. And yeah, you see the shirt, you see the cap. I got a lot of stuff from Kentucky. I'm very excited for tonight's live stream because it's a special one. I'm tasting a lot of the barrels that I picked. Actually, tomorrow I'm getting the Dark Arts Whiskey House barrel. That it's not a barrel, it's a blend of two barrels. So we sort of made a blend with two different barrels. There's a few people watching on YouTube, so I want to say hello to you guys. A few people watching on Facebook, so I forgot to make the event on Facebook, so I didn't post it on the group until Wednesday. So viewership might be lower today, but it's all good. We're back. So I got the Jimmy Red here. I got some Doc Holiday, which was from the gift set, and then I've gotten some Hazel Baker Bottled in Bond. That's my barrel pick for Hazel Baker Bottled in Bond. I think we went through like 20 different barrels before I picked on this one. I also have an orange finish toasted wheated bourbon from Nulu. Then I've got some maple brulee finish, also from Nulu. This one's from New Louisville Whiskey Company. I like to call it the Kit Kat Nutella barrel because it's a 9-year barrel, which literally tastes like Kit Kat and Nutella. It's not finished in anything. Then I've got the Hazel Baker High Proof. This one's a cocoa long finish barrel, so that's my notes up here. It has notes of cocoa, and it's a very long finish barrel. There's a few more people watching from Facebook and YouTube. So if you're watching, say hello. Put something in the chat so that I know that you're watching, and it's not just me. Oh my God, yes, Scott, I love Starlight Distillery. Probably the best experience I've had at a distillery picking barrels was Starlight. And I don't want to say anything. All the distilleries had their own specialty, but Starlight was just close to my heart as a barrel pick. Not just the juice. It was more so the experience, because I was with Christian Huber. So he's from Huber Winery. They started off as a winery, so it was a lot of fun. He showed me around the farm. Andrew was also there. So Andrew, Christian, Blake, it was like 3 generations of Starlight Distillery's owners, and they're all like 5th, 6th, and 7th generation. So their family has been doing wine production and bourbon production for a while. So it was a lot of fun. And lastly, I've had the New Louisville Whiskey Company 9-year wheated bourbon. The notes I wrote on this was like, its proof is 127.8, but it feels extremely low proof. So that's what I wrote as notes. Then I also have a parcel from, some of it leaked, but this is from J. Henry and Sons in Wisconsin. Wisconsin is actually the state that consumes the highest level of whiskey or alcohol. I think it's one of those, but this is from them. There's a few good distilleries in Wisconsin. There's the Dancing Goat Distillery, and then there's J. Henry and Sons, and then there's a few more. This is small batch bourbon from J. Henry. You know what stands out to me about this J. Henry samples is that I've never seen this type of bottle before. These seem like 375 milliliter, but they're like cubes. Perfect. Let's get started. So, I want to ask. I mean, if you guys want have any suggestions on which one I should try first, feel free. But I've got everything up here, so I'm just gonna go for the first one that I see here. This one's the long cocoa finish. Let's see. I have my Nulu Glencairn glass too, so I'm going to use that to pour. Perfect. This one was actually one of the last barrels that I picked at Nulu. So right before I left for Lux Road Distillers, my trip went like this. I first started at Starlight, then Nulu, New Louisville, Hazelbaker, then Lux Road Distillers, and then I headed to Lexington, and then finally ended my trip in Frankfort, Kentucky. So a lot of fun. The nose is very spicy. It's like baking spice. Not much vanilla. Some citrus. Oh my god, I just love the taste of this. I think this was one of my favorite barrels when I was in Kentucky. It just has a very long, lingering chocolate finish in the end. And you really feel it at the tip, not the tip, at the back of your tongue. So it's still there. It's been about 20 seconds since I took my sip. And you know what? The nose on this is not as bold, but it doesn't taste how mellow it smells, because it definitely smells like a moderate to mid-tier bourbon, but taste wise this tastes much more smooth and much more mature. And this is only 7 years. It's, in my opinion, it's slightly better than our 9-year pick here. So the 7 year is somehow slightly better in my opinion. But so that was the 7-year Hazelbaker high proof bourbon. The cocoa long finish. You can see the char in the barrel, so you can see the particles and all of that. Super chocolatey, super smooth. Doesn't feel very high proof. The proof on this is 130.8, which, oh my god, it blows my mind that this is 130, because it definitely feels like 115, 110 maybe. Some 100 proof bourbons taste like this, which good for them, because if some 100 proof bourbons taste this bold, good for them. But yeah, this is really, really good. I have my James E. Pepper Glencairn glass that I'm going to just dump this in. And then later maybe I'll taste some blended whiskey in this, all the Nulu blends. Second one that I have, and I am sorry I switched platforms. So earlier you guys used to join with the link. Now the live stream is on YouTube. So let me know if that's better, worse, whatever you guys think. I'm pretty open to criticism. So let me know if I should switch back to the platform that we were doing before. So the second one is a 7-year bourbon finished in maple brulee casks. So this one's finished in maple brulee. Oh my god. You know what? This was actually the one that I had dreams of when I was sleeping in the night at the hotel when I was in Kentucky. I was like, I am craving some flavor, and this was that flavor that I was craving. Oh my god. It's a little smoky, which I don't know why. It's not a smoked peated bourbon or anything like that, but it is a little smoky. It's not spicy, it's smoky, and the finish on it is just a salty maple-y finish. So it's not a sweet maple. It's a more neutral maple, but the nose on this is phenomenal. Probably the best nose here. And the only reason I know how the other noses are is because I tasted it less than 3 days back. So that's some damn good bourbon. Okay, this one's the Hazelbaker bottled in bond. So this should come out at 100 proof. Actually, he was adding a little bit of water and stirring it to make sure it's 100 proof. And then he used to check this with a proof meter. After all this high proof stuff, I don't know how the bottled in bond will taste. AJ, do you mind getting me a water bottle? Should be in there.
I don't know if we have.
That's okay.
Hopefully.
Or you could just get me some water in this.
Sure. Oh yeah, the filter.
So AJ is out there packing and talking to customers. But this is the Hazelbaker bottled in bond. I forgot my water, so just waiting on some water. Once I get some water, I will pour this one. Actually, why not just pour it now? I'm pretty confident that these picks are some of the best picks I've done because I know I shouldn't be hyping it too much, and that's what I've been told, that you shouldn't hype something too much because then people expect more than it actually is. But you know what? It might as well because this is some really good stuff. So that's the Hazelbaker bottled in bond, and a lot of the distilleries that I went to. I mean, Nulu, as we all know, it's an NDP, so they're a non-distilling producer. They source a lot of their bourbon from MGP and multiple different sources from Bardstown Bourbon Company, MGP, and a lot of other stuff. So a lot of these distilleries that I go to, usually it's a close call on, I like this one and I also like this one, and I'm having a hard time picking. Which was also true for Pinhook. I really had a hard time picking. But Nulu, I used to not like some stuff. And then the other stuff that I would try, and I was like, you know what, that's good, but it's not really good. And then there would be one barrel that we would pop open, and then we would try it, and I would be like, it's so obvious that this is a very different barrel coming from a different place probably, but it tastes really, really good. So the mash bill is all the same, but maybe it comes from a different place in the warehouse or the rick house. Cleaning my palate. Then let's try some bottled in bond bourbon. I'm getting a lot of leather in the nose, a lot of leather, a lot of mint. Yeah, it's very heavy on the mint. It's like a fresh smell, like toothpaste or mouthwash, because that's what I associate mint with. But has a little bit of spice, and it's very heavy on tobacco. It's very heavy on tobacco. You can feel it. I don't know how tobacco smells. I taste, but I've smelled tobacco, so I could sort of tell how tobacco would taste if I were to taste it. And this tastes like that smell. Yeah, it also does smell or taste like some of the cigar batches that I've had. some cigar blends. The World Whiskey Society cigar blend or the Penelope cigar blend. So tastes like an American light whiskey with some Ambonara cask. So that was the Hazelbaker Bottled in Bond. That's right here. I should probably separate this. Let's try some toasted wheated. Some toasted wheated. I think it's finished in orange, or it has orange peel in it, or it gives me a lot of orange, which is why I wrote orange at the time when I tasted it. So dump some in the James E. Pepper cup. And here we go. Trying not to pour too much because I want to save some for myself, for those late night cravings. But very soft notes. Yeah, it's the notes are very similar to the Star Hill Farm. And there's some gummy bears. Yeah, some gummy bears. Some of that citrusy, sour patch, sweet sour notes on the smell. So Mike sent something to the chat. Not sure if Mike is on, and I just want to check if Mike is on because there might be an issue with this live, and I just want to know. Never mind. Yeah, the finish on this one is also very similar to Star Hill Farm. It's a very beery, mashy, fermented finish. Perfect. So that was the toasted wheated. Next up, we have the. So back there, when I was there, um, I like this the best. This was the Kit Kat Nutella thing, which was 9 year, 9 year toasted, 9 year toasted Nulu. Sorry, 9 year toasted New Louisville. So this gave me a lot of Kit Kat and Nutella notes, so that's why I named it that. Or you could not message on YouTube, so that means YouTube is not a good platform to be on. I will switch it back to StreamYard. That's what we used to use before. Thanks, Scott. Helps a lot. I just thought nobody was here. But you guys could head to facebook.com/drink whiskey library, and that's our Facebook page, and that's where you can join the live and have message. I think that's what Scott is doing. This is the Kit Kat Nutella 9 year New Louisville toasted wheated. Oh my god, this literally smells like chocolate. Yeah, I take that back. I don't think any of the ones here comes anywhere close to this one. This was my personal favorite. And this is the exact flavor that lingers in my mouth. I would rate the second one as the maple brulee. So my first pick is My number one choice is the Kit Kat Nutella, and it's 130 proof too. No, it's not. Wait, where did it go? Kit Kat Nutella. It's 127.6 proof. Pretty crazy because this does not taste like 127.6, and it certainly does not smell like it. Yeah, this is the flavor that has been lingering in my mouth for the last 3 days. Every time I'm like, you know what? There's one whiskey the last 2 days of my picking barrels that I've really liked, and I have it lingered in my mouth. This was the one. So good. Perfect. And then we move on to the last one, which is the Nulu, New Louisville Whiskey Company 9 year um, high proof, but it actually feels like low proof. So I don't know why I put that there. I am going to pour that one in. So this is the New Louisville 9 year again. Um, this is not the Kit Kat Nutella one. The reason I put it as Kit Kat Nutella is because it's very crunchy, very nutty. Now that the palate is cleansed, ooh, this is what we call like a standard good bourbon, because it's like the perfect notes: caramel, vanilla, baking spice, cinnamon. Then you taste it. It's like butter, but it does not taste like a high proof bourbon. It tastes anything but a high proof bourbon. It tastes like a 100 proof bourbon, if anything, like a Bottle and Bond. This might as well be a Bottle and Bond. I feel like all of these picks, I used to think like when I first picked them and I was driving back to Bardstown after this pick, I was like, did I pick too many barrels with Nulu? And then I was like, what if they all taste the same? What if they're all like similar taste profiles? But now that I am tasting all of them, I feel like all of them are so different because there's one tobacco, there's one chocolate heavy, there's one that's like Kit Kat and Nutella, and it's a 9 year bourbon. And then there's this, which is I could see how like this could be too buttery for some people. I personally just like butter, so I don't mind it too much. The viscosity. Yeah, this is good. It's a good standard bourbon. Now that we're done with Nulu, I am going to do some Jimmy Red and then move on to the three bottles that I have here from J. Henry and Sons. If anybody's able to message, I know the people on YouTube, I don't know why the YouTube is not able to message. Maybe there's some setting that I could turn on and it would let you message. But yeah, I'm just going to test something out. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I could send a message in the YouTube channel. Anyways, we'll just move on from YouTube and we will post it on the other platforms that we have, like StreamYard or whatever. Perfect. The quality seems nice on YouTube though. It's not bad. So this is done. Let's move on to the Jimmy Red now. So this is the Jimmy Red Classic Bourbon. It's 47.5% alcohol. So this what 94? Yeah, 95%, 95 proof. So this is a 95 proof bourbon. A lot of the legs because they use the heirloom red Jimmy Red corn, which is a very unique strain of corn. Maybe I shouldn't taste this after all the 9 year high proof stuff. Thank you, Greg, and thank you, Mike. I'm sorry you can watch it, but you can't chat in it. It's a shame because yeah, I always like asking you guys which one I should open next, and then yeah, I should have just stuck with what was working. Don't fix something that ain't broken. So learn my lesson. Cheers to that, Jimmy Red. So one thing I noticed is that out of all of these, the Nulus that I tried, Jimmy Red is much less sweet in the nose. It's more it's more leathery, not as spicy. And when you smell it, you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. It's a less sweet bourbon. It's a more viscous bourbon, and it's a more Scotch centric bourbon because I feel like single malt Scotch tastes similar to this. It's less sweet. Yeah, this. Oh wow, this literally just tastes like a Scotch. This is like a single malt Scotch, which I'm not a big fan of, but a lot of people like Scotch. So yeah, I think if you like Scotch, you sort of might like this. And I think more people like Scotch than they like bourbon. So for 105 proof bourbon, what are my thoughts on this? I like their bottled in bond better, I'll be honest, but for the price, I think this is a really good bourbon that you can snag, especially if you like Scotch. The finish is also extremely long. It's a very cinnamony finish, very cinnamon heavy finish, and it just lingers at in the middle of your tongue. It's not at the back. It's not at the tip. It's in the middle of your tongue. Yeah, Scott. I think you really like Scotch. Um, do you like Scotch actually? I don't know if you do because I feel like this is something a Scotch lovers. This is a Scotch lovers bourbon dream. So I'm just gonna share the link to the Facebook one so that you guys can join in on the chat. I just sent a link to the Facebook Live so that you guys can engage and chat. I sent it in the Facebook Messenger chat, but if you guys want to send messages, I think that's the best way. So this is a James E. Pepper Glencairn. It's not a Glencairn, but it's a James E. Pepper glass, and I'm just dumping all my excess bourbon in this. And in the end, I'm just gonna taste this to see what the blend looks like. AJ in the back. AJ, say hello.
Hello, guys. Sorry, I think the tape is too loud. I'll wait.
No, it's okay. I have the microphone, so
I know, but
it's all good. The orders take priority to be shipped out, huh?
it's okay. I'll start prepping the other stuff. We got some cool stuff going out though.
Yeah. What do we got?
I'll show you.
Yeah, show me, show me from the boxes.
We have the Nulu.
Oh yeah, the camera is literally resting on some Nulu boxes. Okay, I think it got disconnected for some reason, AJ.
Oh god.
Yeah.
It goes to screech.
And we're back. Yes. So, Mike, thank you for that. But I think I moved the camera a little too much. AJ was just showing the bottles, but this is from J. Henry and Sons. This is their La Flamme Reserve batch for October 24th was when they poured it. It's 113 proof. I'm just gonna pour it. But Mike, thank you so much for joining. Scott, everybody, thank you so much for joining, and I'm glad you're able to text again. So thank you, Mike. Oh wow, down there I see some boxes of J. Rieger Kansas City whiskey. I don't know if you guys have tried that. It's basically bourbon, 98% bourbon, but it's mixed with 2% sherry wine. So they can't legally call it all bourbon because it's 2% sherry wine still, but they call it Kansas City whiskey. This is very creamy. I'm getting a lot of sour cream notes. Thank you, Mike. I promise to you, next time I'm sticking with our good old StreamYard. That's where I'll be streaming. I'll make YouTube as an option as well for people who want to join through YouTube, but StreamYard will be our go-to. I've got. I can't tell you how much merch I picked up from Kentucky. I have the Heaven Hill Bourbon. I have the Bluegrass Distillers because we did a pick with them. I have some Starlight Cap as well. So it's a lot of fun. I like merch. Uh, so creamy note. Yeah, it's a very sour cream heavy bourbon. It's not a very I don't know. It's has a funky note. Hey David, you and me both, man. So AJ is packing some boxes right here. I don't know what he's got, but yeah, we're putting these handwritten notes in some of them. So I mean, the ones that are here, I see a lot of handwritten notes here. Oh wow, it has my name in it. So that's cool. Yeah, but we're packing a lot of boxes. Starting soon, we're going to be putting a lot of these tasting notes cards to show you guys, like, the tasting notes, the ABV, the proof, and all of that stuff. The back looks pretty cool. That's the design that you guys voted on. Your next box goes out Monday. I'll make sure that it's a good box, huh? I wish I could. AJ decides what goes into every single box, but we've got some Jeffersons there, some Hill Rock there. I see some Beyond Distilling, some Bomb Burgers, some Nulu that the camera is sitting on, some Rough Rider 8 here, some J Rieger, some of this stuff Moonlight, and some of the Jimmy Red. So a lot of stuff. I'm getting some Fort Hamilton, Kings County, some more Hill Rock because we ran out of Hill Rock. Those are probably the last bottles. But yeah, this is very funky. It's a very lactic nose. I wonder what the mash bill is because I don't think I've ever tried something similar to this. I I genuinely think this is a very unique mash bill that they probably don't make at MGP or one of the big distilleries because I've never come across this type of notes. This is a small batch bourbon, 90 proof. It's 90 proof. The name is 90 proof, but it's a 92 proof bourbon. So, hello. So, let's see what we're pouring ourselves into. Same yogurt note, sweet yogurt. I don't know what it is, but maybe Wisconsin has some lactic acid magic. Very buttery. I don't know what that snack is, but there's a snack that is basically fried crunchy lentils. That's what this reminds me of. Yeah, these are the most unique notes I've ever gotten on a bourbon. Which I don't know. Some people might like it, some people might hate it. So I don't know. I don't hate it or I don't love it. So kind of indifferent about it. It's just unique and weird to me because not had these notes. Maybe it's because it leaked or something. Yeah, sweet yogurt. Well, sweet yogurt is, yeah, it does sound kind of bad, but it's not bad. Trust me. 4 grain rye. So they sent me a rye whiskey. So this is a 4 grain rye. So this is the one that did not spill. All the other ones, as you can see from the label, they spilled, and one of them literally broke. So let me show you guys the broken one. But this one is intact, like it was literally sealed when I opened it. So this is the rye whiskey. But the bourbon does not taste like a traditional bourbon. Hey, David, this is my goal is that this group becomes the largest group, and it's going to be a lot of fun because the more ideas we get and the more diversity we get in terms of palettes, um, well, diversity in terms of palettes, the more people, the more different unique palettes we have. That maybe I like some bourbon, my friend likes some Scotch, Greg likes high rise, and then Mike likes only rye whiskey, and then those all ideas coming together is going to make such a good community because different people like different stuff, but something that everybody agrees on, that it's phenomenal. It's either phenomenal or it's like a standard stuff that everybody will like. But I'm after the phenomenal stuff. So yeah, this is a rye whiskey, and somehow I'm getting some chocolate. It has zero spice to it, but it still has that rye note of, like, you can tell that this is a rye. Because the finish just tells you that this is This is a rye whiskey. Oh wow, it evolves as it goes because starts with the rye whiskey, and then in the end, it just kicks you. It just kicks you at the back of your tongue with a little bit of spice. The J Henry and Sons is your go-to rye whiskey. I've tried the Calumet 18. I've tried the Calumet 10, the Calumet 12. No, not the 12, the 15. I think it was a long time back. It was back when we started Whiskey Library. But I've tried the Calumet. You know, he sort of put all the Calumets in front of me, and I tried all of them. And I think the one that I liked the most was the 10-year. But the 18-year is also really good. I'm just not a very oaky guy, so when I taste a lot of oak, a lot of dried notes, I don't like Pinot Noir. So by that regard, I don't like the dryness of the oak because it just dries my front of the lip and my tongue, and it just feels weird to me. So wow, yeah, ryes are really good. We should maybe have a rye mystery box. I think that would do well. So the J Henry. Oh wow, there's a broken bottle in here that we'll never know how it tastes, but it's a Spooner Rye Reserve. That's what it says, but it's spilled during shipping, and this is why I like going to the distillery and tasting it, because no spillage direct from the barrel, and it tastes just different. There's two bottles though that I didn't see before. There's the Patton Road Reserve Secret Garden barrel number 1, and then there's Bellefontaine Reserve batch number 8, 103 proof. So this sounds like a wine. Bellefontaine Reserve Pinot Noir, Bellefontaine Reserve Cab Sauv, something like that. I was pretty sad when I first started the stream because I was like, why is nobody texting in the chat? Why is nobody talking? See you, David. See ya. Enjoy, man. Enjoy to whatever you are doing. Accomplish it. But yeah, I was pretty sad. And then here you go. All the people. So it makes me happy. Another interesting one out there now. High West aged bourbon in prisoner wine barrels. The wine in High West bourbons. Yeah. Sounds really good. Here's the thing. At Starlight, I picked a barrel that was a rosé champagne finish barrel, and it literally tastes like cheesecake. I wish you guys could try it while on this call, because when I say that's like up there for me, it is. Yeah, that's an interesting concept though. You can buy both the wine and the whiskey. It's like a combo deal of like this wine was aged in this bourbon's barrel after the bourbon was done, and then this bourbon was aged in this wine's barrel after the wine was bottled, after the wine was transferred out. Yeah, that's a unique concept. So this is the Bellefontaine Reserve. Need to clean my palate. Oh wow, Greg, good for you. South Carolina has some good bourbon. This is from South Carolina, right? The Jimmy Red Classic. Charleston, South Carolina, yeah. A lot of people here, I mean, I'm in New York, so a lot of people move to Miami. A lot of people move to all the different, like, you know, they're the birds that migrate down south during the winter. So Miami, Florida, Orlando, Tampa, all those places are super popular. But I feel like what's underrated is the Carolinas. It's much it's a much less in demand place, and it's quieter, warmer, just all in all nicer. I feel like, and the home prices aren't crazy. So yeah, none of these bourbons are super sweet compared to like the Kentuckies. Scott, you're in Charleston. I don't know if this is a bourbon or a rye because it's giving me a lot of rye finish, but they didn't mention it here, so I'm just gonna assume that this is a rye because it tastes like a rye. And then the last one for the night, this is the Patton Road Reserve, barrel number 1671, Secret Garden. Sounds fancy. Let's try this one. November 5th. Make sure to update your shipping address, otherwise your bourbon mystery box will go to the previous place. Imagine, like, oh, where's my bourbon mystery box? I haven't received it. It was actually delivered to another state. Oh wow, yeah. This is what I call a bourbon because this tastes like a bourbon. Has those caramel, vanilla. Well, the finish is still rye. The finish still is like the finish is still not sweet. The finish still doesn't give me any chocolate, caramel, and all of that stuff. Still good bourbon, but I don't know. It's a very rye forward approach that these guys have, and I don't know what the mash bill is. I don't think this is sourced, but if it is, I would be very surprised because this does not taste like an MGP. That was all for tonight, except that we have one more. This is the blend of everything that I've poured into this glass, and I'm going to start doing this every single week. Please be careful. I'm going to start doing this every single week. So after I'm done, I usually over pour. So after I'm done, instead of dumping the glass into a spittoon, I'm just gonna dump it into one of these gases and then blend. This is like a blend, so I'm just gonna taste this. Oh wow, this smells exactly like the maple brulee, except it has more cheesecake notes in it. So that's interesting because I didn't put the more of the maple brulee or anything. I just equal quantities to the best of my abilities, but equal quantities of everything. I wonder what the proof is on this, but I'm getting some maple brulee, the maple brulee barrel. That's the note I'm getting. Some cheesecake. It tastes like a rye whiskey. It also has a very complex finish though. Wow, never thought that like a blend of all the different whiskeys that I've tried tonight. Wow. That was really good. You know what? I'm gonna sip on this tonight, so I'll see you guys. I'm done for tonight. And thank you so much to everybody who joined. Thank you, Mike, Greg, Scott, David. I know you had to run, but Thank you so much. I hope you're accomplishing great things while you're gone. And whoever else was here. I know a lot of people weren't able to send a message. Next live stream will be on StreamYard, so that you guys will be able to put things in the chat. This is Harpawan. Say hello. Good night, y'all. Good night. Good night, Scott. Good night, Doug. Oh my God, Doug is also here. Doug, I was like, where's Doug? Where's my guy? Thank you. See you guys. Thank you for joining. Good night. Cheers. Oh my God. I still have a lot of drinking to do, but cheers.